Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by Delaney Kost of the Augustana women's soccer team. Delaney, thanks for joining us on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, as we do each week, let's start with you telling us a bit about yourself.
I am from Rapid City, South Dakota, and I am a senior majoring in communication, sciences, and disorders, and I am an outside back for AUGIE women's soccer team.
Excellent. And what do you plan to do with that major?
I plan to get my doctorate in audiology.
Excellent. Okay. Augustana, you're obviously familiar with it. Your brother was a wrestler for the Vikings a few years back. What was it that made you decide to go to Augustana for your academic and athletic career?
Yeah, so my brother attended AUGIE and shared with me how much he enjoyed the academics of and the athletics of AUGIE. And then I noticed myself feeling interested in AUGIE's classroom dynamic as students and professors have close relationships within those small class sizes. And all faculty at AUGIE want to see you succeed. And then athletically speaking, AUGIE soccer has a strong team dynamic and historically has been a competitive and successful program.
As you mentioned, to the pitch, the Vikings are in a three-way tie for second place in the standings with 19 points after a 6-2-1 start to NSIC play. 4 different players have earned NSIC honors throughout the season so far. Tell us about this year's Viking squad.
Yeah, no, we have an extremely talented roster, and I believe more NSIC honors will come our way. We have a young but gifted offensive players, and I'm proud to see them finding their confidence and roles on this team. Defensively speaking, we have proven to be consistently strong, and I feel we'll continue to keep this momentum moving through the rest of the season.
Coach Brandon Barkas has been at the helm of this program for nearly 2 decades. What is it like to play for him, and what is the culture he's built with this program?
Yeah, Barkas, he has high expectations, but it's because he knows what we can achieve. He instills hard work ethic and high levels of fitness, and then these values have helped us to carry out some of those last-minute wins.
All right, last-minute wins. Let's go back a couple of weeks. A last-second goal by Audrey Parnell to give the Vikings a 2-1 win over Concordia St. Paul. A huge couple extra points for you in the standings. Talk us through those final seconds of that match.
Yeah, no, those are crazy, but our team understands that all 90 minutes of a match matter, so we carried that high work ethic to the very last second. We felt we had the momentum towards the end of the match, and we were not letting down. Once we saw that opportunity to score, we just seized it, and we were lucky enough to get that ball in the net.
As a defender on the team, you aren't filling the stat sheets necessarily, but you still play a major role on the team. Describe your role as a defender.
Yeah, so I recognize my impact is not going to show on the stats, but that's the reality of being a defender. Rather than having statistical goals, my pride comes from not letting the other team score. And in addition to this, I'm contributing to the offensive attack by winning the ball defensively and then giving a ball to our forwards that they can be successful.
That's right. The best offense is a good defense, correct?
Yeah.
All right, to match day, do you have any pre-match rituals that you do before a game?
So it's funny you asked this because I'm known on my team for being a little superstitious. Before a game, I need the exact same snack, exact same drink, have the same trainer take me, stand by the same people during warm-up, as well as an excessive amount of more rituals. For our team, we have the same warm-up, team chant, and team prayer before each game, and each of these have helped us to put us into a game-ready mindset.
Uh, on some of these long NSIC road trips, I've seen some the social media posts with you guys having fun on the bus. What do you think you'll remember most from your time on the road with the soccer team?
Yeah, no, my teammates truly are my best friends, and the road trips give us more time together to make more memories. Specifically, I'll always remember a tradition where the entire team gathers in one hotel room, which is kind of a lot because there's 35 of us, but we all gather in one hotel room and share funny stories of each person and write them down.
Excellent. All right. It's winding down your senior year, only 5 matches left in the regular season. You host Minnesota Crooks on Friday and then Bemidji State on Sunday. The match with BSU is going to play a big role in NSIC tournament seeding and regional rankings. How does your team prepare for matches on Friday, and then how is it different come Sunday matches?
Yeah, so we take Mondays off and then bring high intensity on Tuesday's practices. So yesterday's practice was intense as we scrimmaged and then ran fitness, but we're always looking to improve. We then will look to better ourselves in these following two practices. And then when focusing on these weekend's matches, we'll look at them equally. Every game is a big game for us, and we try to play every game with the same chip on our shoulder, regardless of the team.
Excellent. Last question I have for you. What is the best piece of advice you've received during your athletic career?
It's found to be very true, but challenges are what's going to change you.
How has the challenge changed you at all? Have you taken that into effect at all?
Yeah, most definitely. I have faced multiple injuries, and each injury has made me come back stronger and more determined. Letting up goals or causing mistakes has made me to make less of those and imply those into the next games.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Delaney, thanks for joining us today. Best of luck to you and the Vikings the rest of the season.
Thank you.